Have you ever trusted something only to find it was not what it seemed? What if, in the quiet moments of life, the greatest dangers come not from the storms we see, but from the gentle breeze we trust? This is a story of hidden truths and the dance between what we show and what we truly are. In a valley kissed by soft winds and golden light, there lived a flock of sheep, peaceful and trusting. Their days were simple, their steps in rhythm with the earth. But in the shadows of the forest, a wolf watched, his eyes sharp, his hunger deep. He yearned to be among them, not for their company, but for their flesh. Yet the wolf knew he could never approach as he was, for the sheep would scatter at the sight of his teeth, the sound of his growl. So one night, when the moon hung heavy in the sky, he found a sheepskin, soft and worn. Draping it over his body, he hid his fangs, his hunger, and his wild eyes. With the dawn, the wolf walked into the meadow, blending in with the flock. His disguise was perfect. The sheep welcomed him, never questioning the newcomer who moved among them so quietly. Day after day, the wolf walked beside them, his steps light, his gaze patient. The flock, unaware, trusted him, and the wolf's hunger only grew. But something strange happened in the days that followed. The wolf, living among the sheep, began to feel something stir inside him, something he did not expect. He saw their innocence, their peace, their simple joy. And for the first time, the wolf wondered, could I be more than what I am? Could I live without my hunger? But deep within, the wolf knew the answer. No matter how soft the wool that cloaked him, no matter how gentle his steps, his nature remained the same. He was a wolf, and wolves must feed. Still, the question lingered. Can a wolf ever be at peace among sheep? One evening, as the sky blushed with the colours of twilight, an old sheep approached the wolf, her eyes wise, her voice soft as the breeze. You may wear our wool, she said, but your eyes, they cannot lie. I see the wildness in you, the hunger you try to hide. The wolf lowered his gaze, for he knew her words were true. I do not wish to harm you, he said quietly, but I cannot change what I am. The next morning, before the sun had fully risen, the wolf made his choice. He slipped away from the meadow, the sheepskin falling from his shoulders like a secret no longer needed. As he looked back at the flock, grazing peacefully in the distance, he realized something. He could not live in disguise, for the more he hid, the more he lost himself. Walking back into the forest, the wolf felt both a weight and a freedom. He understood now that while he could wear the wool, he could never be a sheep. His nature would always rise, like the moon from behind the clouds. But there was peace in that truth, a kind of acceptance he had never known. The wolf's tale teaches us that no matter how well we disguise ourselves, our true nature will always emerge. The path to peace is not found in hiding or pretending, but in accepting who we are. Sometimes we must walk away from what we want in order to remain true to what we are. The wolf never returned to the meadow. He lived alone, but not in sorrow. For in his solitude, he found clarity. He no longer tried to be something he was not, and in that, he discovered a freedom greater than any disguise could offer. In life, we are often tempted to hide behind masks, to blend into places where we do not belong. But true peace comes not from the mask, but from embracing who we are. As you walk through your own life, ask yourself, are you hiding? Or are you living your truth?